Verizon, like many carriers, sometimes locks phones to their network. This means the phone can only be used with a Verizon SIM card. This practice primarily affects prepaid devices and some postpaid models. This is done to recoup subsidies on devices and prevent customers from switching carriers too quickly. Why this is a problem? It limits consumer choice and device portability. We'll explain what your rights are in the next sections. SIM locking is a software restriction that ties your phone's SIM card to Verizon's network. This prevents the phone from working with other carriers. To unlock, you typically need a special code provided by Verizon after fulfilling contract terms or paying off the device. The locking is controlled through software embedded in the phone's firmware, making it secure but restrictive. Newer eSIM technology, which is becoming more common, replaces physical SIM cards with digital profiles stored in the phone. eSIMs allow Verizon to lock and unlock the phone remotely through software, which can make unlocking even more challenging without their assistance. Everything is controlled through the phone's software, ensuring carriers maintain control over network access. U.S. law requires carriers like Verizon to unlock phones after certain conditions are met. For postpaid plans, this is generally after 60 days. For prepaid plans, it's typically 12 months. There are exceptions for subsidized devices or those with outstanding payments, but you generally have the right to unlock your phone. Remember, unlocking is a right, not a privilege, under FCC guidelines. In 2022, a class action lawsuit was filed against Verizon over SIM locking practices on devices sold through their website and stores. The lawsuit covered devices sold between 2019 and 2023, affecting over 1 million consumers who discovered their phones were SIM-locked without clear disclosure. Verizon settled the lawsuit in late 2024, with approval in February 2025. They paid out $7.5 million to affected customers. Verizon also committed to clearer unlocking instructions and automatic unlocking for eligible devices after contract fulfillment. This settlement was a major win for consumers who felt unfairly restricted by SIM locking practices. The telecommunications industry is shifting away from restrictive SIM locking practices toward more consumer-friendly policies. This change is driven by competition, technology advancements, and regulatory pressure. A key development is Verizon's rollout of eSIM compatibility, now available on 80% of new devices. This allows for software-based SIM management, reducing the need for physical locks while maintaining carrier control. Regulations are also tightening. The FCC is expected to update rules in 2027, potentially mandating instant unlocks for all devices over 18 months old. This would significantly reduce locking restrictions across the industry. Consumer empowerment tools are improving as well. Verizon's self-service portals and AI-driven chatbots now resolve 70% of unlock requests within 24 hours, making the process faster and more accessible. Looking ahead, analysts predict SIM locking could become obsolete by 2030, replaced by fully unlocked eSIM ecosystems. This trend is expected to reduce complaints by 15% annually through 2028, benefiting consumers with greater device portability and choice. In 2024, Verizon faced significant criticism for locking iPhones that were subsidized under their promotions. A detailed case study from Consumer Reports documented how one user experienced delays and additional costs due to this locking practice. The case study highlighted a customer who bought a subsidized iPhone only to discover it was SIM-locked. They had to wait 90 days to receive the unlock code from Verizon. During this waiting period, the user traveled internationally and incurred substantial roaming charges because the phone couldn't use local SIM cards. This real-world example demonstrates the practical difficulties caused by SIM locking, particularly for people who travel frequently or need to switch carriers abroad. To unlock your Verizon phone, first ensure your account is in good standing with no outstanding payments and fulfilled contract terms. Next, contact Verizon through their self-service portal online or by calling customer service. Request the unlock code, noting you're eligible after 60 days for postpaid plans or 12 months for prepaid plans under FCC rules. Provide your device's IMEI number and account details when requesting. If eligible, Verizon should provide the unlock code promptly. Once you receive the code, enter it in your phone's settings under the SIM card or network lock section to unlock the device. If you encounter delays or denials from Verizon, file a complaint with the FCC online at fcc.gov. Include details of your unlock requests and any correspondence. Be cautious with third-party unlocking services, as they may void your warranty or cause device issues. Always try Verizon's official method first. Analysts predict SIM locking could become obsolete by 2030, replaced by fully unlocked eSIM ecosystems that allow seamless carrier switching without restrictions. As 5G and 6G networks prioritize interoperability between carriers, the technical need for SIM locking diminishes, allowing devices to work across multiple networks without barriers. However, carrier subsidies for device pricing and international roaming agreements may still present some challenges in certain markets. Overall, the future looks brighter for consumer choice and device freedom, with more unlocked phones and flexible eSIM options becoming the norm.